Hello, everybody. Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today from the Department of Ag Trade, I'm getting a little choked up, Consumer Protection. Is that who I think it is? Is that Michelle? Michelle?
Hello, how are you doing, Jeremy? It's great to see you.
It has been a while. How have you been?
I've been fabulous, keeping busy, taking care
Yeah,
of those consumers.
I was going to say, you've been behind the scenes working your tail off to protect us from anything and everything, and we're really glad to have you back on the show.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Well, you're excited because you're talking about identity theft, and we just got through Identity Theft Week. However, identity theft is something that we can talk about for a long time. It was in the top 10 again this year, so kind of popular in that realm of it's still out there. But more importantly, it's a good time to up your knowledge in identity theft. So, from Department of Ag Trade Consumer Protection side of things, what are some takeaways from this year's Identity Theft Awareness Week that you guys promoted?
Well, the first takeaway for me is to remind people that this week used to be Tax Identity Theft Awareness Week because it's tax season and we want people to make sure that they're doing all they can to get their tax refund. And that means beating the identity thieves to the refund. Make sure that you file as early as possible, as soon as you have your information, and do so in a secure manner. That's part of what that week is all about, is that big reminder. And so that can last now for a couple months here while we're in the season. Let's remind everybody what these bad actors want. They want your name, your date of birth, your address, phone number, email address, all basic everyday pieces of information. But in addition, your mother's maiden name, your social security number, financial account details, and all that can be part of your tax filing. And again, we want people to beat those thieves to that filing. So make sure your device is up to date if you're filing electronically before you transmit any information. If you're going to mail your tax return, be sure you do so securely by going to the post office, dropping it in a blue box, or using some form of lockbox situation in order to get that tax filing sent. But there's also the preparation aspect of it. So use a tax preparer that you know and trust and ask them about their security.
Yeah, so important. And now too, being that a lot of things are digitally moved, you can do that with your tax preparers. So I would think reading kind of the fine print on their ways of protecting your identity got to be a top priority as well.
Absolutely. Read the privacy policy if they have one. Ask them how they store and secure information. Ask them how they're going to file if they're filing on your behalf. Some just prepare it for you and let you do the transmission and filing. Others will be doing the filing. Talk to them about their security practices. I don't think there's ever anything wrong with asking questions. And if you start to get responses you're not really appreciating, that may not be the preparer for you if they can't answer those questions and make you feel comfortable working with them.
Yeah, you don't really want to be left with questions when it comes to taxes, like or any type of when you're filing these government documents, if you will, because you don't want to be audited, let alone let any of your identity be out there for those thieves to get. If we're talking, you kind of mentioned a little bit off the top here about the things that are going out there, but if we're looking at ways of protecting our identity, no matter at tax season, on the computer, just all around from these crazy thieves out there. Protecting your social security number has got to be right up there, especially during this time.
It absolutely is. That means don't carry around your social security card. You don't need it. If you're applying for a job, or actually not even applying, if you're going to start a new job, you need to show that. But other than that, you don't need that card with you. So secure it at home. Go ahead and secure your banking information. You don't always need to be carrying that around. Just have it with you when you need it. So really that means clean out your wallet and don't carry unnecessary things. You're going to prepare those taxes maybe yourself. So you're going to have a lot of documents out and about. Some you need to keep, others just go ahead and destroy, and do that again securely. Shred them. Or go to a community shred event to get rid of those documents, but don't just throw them away when they have personally identifiable information on them. And then think about your digital presence and securing information using multi-factor authentication so that double layer lock, if you will. Your passwords, your lock to the house with the key and the multi-factor authentication, that's your deadbolt. Make sure that you are doubling down on securing your information behind bank accounts, your email, and other login situations.
We've talked about this in the past, even back to the last time I had you on the show, of how important to stay aware of all these things. But more importantly, these items that you share with us aren't just because you're just taking the basic approach of sharing safety information. These are common things that continue to happen, continue to give away personal identification. So at the end of the day, it's really up to you to take these basic steps, which really can go a long ways. Does that sound correct?
Yeah, absolutely. As you mentioned at the top, identity theft made the top list of consumer complaints in 2022. It's not going away. It's sticking around, and we need to do what we can to protect. So there's lots of tools out there, lots of free tools. Monitor your identity, get your free credit report from the credit reporting agencies and make sure that that's accurate. Put a security freeze in place. When we're talking about taxes, be sure that you put a PIN number in place. Take advantage of what the IRS and the DOR provide to you as tools to use to protect your tax returns. That's again, the federal and state identity protection personal identification number, so an IPPIN or PIN. And again, the IRS and Department of Revenue both offer that. Go ahead and put fraud alerts on your credit cards. You can monitor your identity that way, and just check out the bills. Make sure there aren't unnecessarily charges. And when you see something, respond to it, act on it, pay attention to any warning signs. But first, lock it all down.
Yeah, it's like I said, it seems basic, but by golly, it works, and it's tried and true, certainly. And from you being on the receiving end of getting these reports, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Finally, if you do think you or suspect that you have experienced some type of identity theft, where do you go with that?
Certainly call Consumer Protection. We have a team of individuals that can help you with awareness, prevention, and as well as recovery. And you can contact us at 1-800-422-7128. Go to our website where we just have tons of information on identity theft at datcp.wi.gov.
Michelle, welcome back. Glad to have you. You never really left. I mean, you've been behind the scenes, but we always love checking back in with you. And you're probably making Michael a little jealous right now, but that's okay.
No, Michael's great. You're going to see him soon.
All right, perfect, Michelle. Well, thank you. Welcome back in the TV side of things, and we'll check in with all of your staff all this year.
Sounds great. Thank you.